Hey, I'm going to bird box this thing today. No, I'm not. It's ridiculous, all this bird boxing. Let's get right into it, guys. This is Jan here, and this is our next broadcast. Very fired up about this one for professional services. You know, if you are a local business or you have a professional services business, I want to share with you today how you can double your bottom line in less than a week here. Pretty bold claims. And I'll explain to you how you do this. And I'm going to start with a simple diagram here. But before I do, if you like any of the stuff that we're sharing here today, feel free to go to chaoscall.com. There's a few days left there before it expires. It's essentially a 15, 20-minute call that we'll jump on and help you with anything you got going on over there. So again, no sort of hidden pitch fest going on there or anything, no shenanigans. So you're free to jump on there, chaoscall.com. And if you are watching this on YouTube, same deal. But if you're listening, rather, on my podcast, broadcast on the podcast, then feel free to go to chaoscall.com. Just punch it into your browser on your phone or device, and we'll catch you there. So let me take that off, and let's jump right into it. So here's the common problem, and let me expand this window a little bit. So for professional services, what's going on here? And by the way, professional service could be a law firm, plastic surgeons, med spas. We do a lot of business in that area, actually. Anything that requires a workflow as I'm describing here, where you have some traffic on the left side here. You see it. I put paid and organic in the green box here. And this is what we call top of funnel, and any traffic that comes in here is going to end up on a landing page where you have a description of your services. Maybe it's an appointment form fill, or maybe it's just simply more information, right? Well, that is going to end up on a thank you page. So it's really 1, 2, 3. So traffic to lander to a thank you page. And in this example, I just put down 100 visitors. So let's say that you are a plastic surgeon and you have 100 visitors coming to your particular page in a day, and you have a 20% conversion rate, a take rate. Let's say it's to fill out a form for more information. So this is top of funnel stuff. It's kind of early stage. They may be familiar with you, maybe not. So it's kind of cold traffic, maybe lukewarm. Anyway, they're looking for more information. They're essentially potentially tire kickers, but they're definitely shopping to find more information. And you get to the thank you page. So let's assume a 20% conversion on that, which means out of 120 people will see the thank you page. And in the meantime, you get an email and a confirmation on your end that somebody actually requested more information. So they enter the name, email, phone number, maybe had a question in the comment section, et cetera, et cetera. And what happens in 80 to 90% of the cases, and we've done a lot of studies and research on this, obviously being in this business for over 10 years now, the page simply says this. It will have the logo, of course, and maybe some navigation at the top, but it will say, thank you, we'll be in touch as soon as possible, or thank you for your inquiry. Our friendly XYZ will be back in touch whenever, right? It's going to be very generic and matter of fact right here. And as I'm saying this, I'm sure you're thinking, yep, you know what? I'm at fault there. We do that. Yep, but don't feel bad. This is, as I said, 80, I want to call it 90%. So if we talk to 10, we have 9 that are dealing with this issue. One person will do something a little bit better. So let's then assume that out of this request, 1 to 2 people will take action. So that's maybe following up with you to set an appointment. I'm not talking about calling here. It's just follow up. They may call, actually, but the follow-up is really through emails and interaction with this person. That means that 18 or maybe as many as 19 people will do nothing. They basically, you might consider them low-end clientele, but no, these are people who are, honestly shopping and looking for help and assistance from your professional services, practice or institution there. So if that's the case, Imagine how many of these are going to stack up in a month, assuming this traffic volume here. You may have more, you may have less. And often what we see is there's no tracking and it's poor and timely follow-up. And I put that all in there. Tracking as in analytics, tracking as in funnel tracking, making sure that you understand who they are and where they came from, what they're doing. And timely follow-up as in email gets sent out, email gets confirmed, maybe even a follow-up phone call right there and then. If somebody filled this out on their phone, they're going to have that phone in their hand. You better believe it. They're going to be amazed if you call back in 1 or 2 minutes as soon as possible. So here's the question. How do we fix this? Well, that's the exciting news, because I'm going to share an example of what you can do within a plastic surgery, a med spa, professional services business. And if you like any of this information, I just want to flash this up here for you that can see it. If you are listening, basically we have chaoscall.com up and rolling on the screen right now. If you go there, happy to jump on a quick call, 15, 20 minutes, no shenanigans, as I mentioned, no pitch fest. It's really trying to help you and to guide you to get some of these results. So happy to do it. Either myself or one of my experts on the team are going to walk you through that, and you'll come away with some great information either way. And in full transparency, if there is an opportunity to work together, well, there may be one, right? But that's not the main goal for that. We want to try and help you first and see how that goes. All right, so let's get back to it here. What we want to do is we want to really enhance this BS here of thank you, we'll be in touch as soon as possible. I mean, think about it for a moment. This would be literally like if you walk into the Gap store and you talk briefly to a rep there, somebody on the floor, and you say, yeah, I'm just looking for pants. And they say little else, and you walk out the door and nothing else happens, right? No exchange of information, no email. Hey, happy to send you some coupons. Come back to our store next time. We have a special this month. I mean, zilch, zero, nada. Well, on the good old interwebs, on the internet, we can fix these things. So let's take a look at what we've mapped out here for you for a inquiry form submission. So let's blow up this screen a bit. And here you can see what we've done is we've essentially taken all the best elements of what you might be able to do on a thank you page. Now, full disclosure here, we have added some extra bells and whistles here. I'm not personally saying that you should add all of these, but these will give you ideas. And by the way, around this window here, you can see there's a Facebook pixel icon. There's Google Analytics, Google Tag Manager. Well, this is part of the tracking that you must have installed, right? So Google Tag Manager is a great tool, a container for all these scripts that you can push out there. In fact, if you have listened to my podcast and my videos prior, you'll recognize one of the episodes where I go into deep detail on how you should set this up. But essentially, you want to use this container system of Google Tag Manager, a one-time deployment of code, put in your Google Analytics, your Pixel script for Facebook, and any other third parties that you might have out there. And this page will be tracked as well. And if you notice here, websitename.com/thank you, well, that URL can be set up as a conversion point for Facebook, very traditional, right? Same thing with Google. And you want to track these so that you can count them and also retarget and remarket to them. That's for another episode, but essentially now you're starting to look good. You have a page infrastructure and a tracking system that's working. That's the absolute, this belongs into the category of plumbing. As I've said before, you got to have your plumbing right? No need to build a house on top of, bad plumbing. So let me just squeeze this in here. So, okay. So that's the URL. Now, here at the top, you would have your logo. I wouldn't have too many navigational elements here. It's really, you're trying to just confirm a success here. I put up this little sort of, motto or whatever you would call this. Provide the highest quality plastic surgery and laser spa treatments individualized to each patient's specific needs and goals. Kind of just sets the tone. And then here would on the left side, so we have a left side and sort of a middle part. And the left side, you would have a friendly, smiley picture of the owner of the business. or maybe a group staff picture, the staff. So this for a med spa or plastic surgeon, it might be your doctor in front with your friendly staff behind. And it has a link to the doctor, Dr. Evelson here, and credentials, right? And here, the main headline would be congratulations, but wait, you're not done, right? So assuming you're filling out that form, you get this nice page. Congratulations, you're not done yet. Confirm your email to not miss anything and read the instructions below. Now, you can redress this any way you'd like. The idea is they should be waiting for a email and to confirm that to get on your list, because essentially now you're getting on the list to be able to nurture them and to give them more love. So here's what to expect next. I put here our friendly concierge, Susan, insert your name here, will call you in the next few minutes. Now you could put this at in the next 3 to 5 minutes. Put a timeline here is actually a great thing. So again, imagine somebody's on the phone, they fill out this form and they get this, wow, here's what to expect. Okay, Susan. You could even put a picture of Susan over here, right? This is not designed to look necessarily good. Obviously, this is a mock-up, right? And then number 2 here, what to expect next is, for right now, please watch the brief video below. Now, you might actually shift 2 and 3 here, but you'll see what 3 is in a second. But anyway, it has a button to this 30-second video. That video would just be a pop-up in the window real quick that has a 30-second walkthrough of what you're about. Hello from the staff, quick warm introductions, maybe a walkthrough of the office, etc. It's meant to just be a step towards the journey of the know, like, and trust. I mean, all this stuff is about know, like, and trust. What I'm doing right now is I'm sharing a lot of information with you, and hopefully you like it and you get to know me a little bit. And then in time, you'll trust me, hopefully, to provide good information for you. So that's the first button. And then number 3 here, we appreciate you, something like that. Therefore, you're eligible for a free gift certificate valued at $500, valid for the next 30 days. Simply click download, print, click the download, print it out, and bring it to your first free consultation. Now, there's different ways to do this. Obviously, you can put in more disclaimers here. You might just say, listen, there's a special code on here, so just print that out. Call us at this phone number. Different strategies, obviously, here. But a free gift certificate that is nicely formatted with your logo, with the $500 discount. People are going to use that. They're going to print it out. They're going to talk about it. How do I get it, et cetera, et cetera. And you can use copywriting techniques like limited, obviously, scarcity, but nothing fake and weird, right? You want to have integrity with this. And then as I move down the page, since you on the podcast can't see it, we'll see that I put some additional items in here. And here's where it gets kind of interesting. Really, this is a lot. You may stop at what I just described here at the top, but I'm adding things like, remember to follow us to receive updates as we post news, info, specials that you get nowhere else. And then I have icons to Facebook and Pinterest and YouTube, Instagram, etc. Again, this may not be appropriate for LinkedIn. It may not be for Twitter, right? So you use yours. And for plastic surgeons, this could be an option. If this is an emergency, call, phone number right away, 24/7 availability. Somebody may have an issue. This may be a upsell or a positioning point for you that somebody might like, right? As we move over a little bit into the body context again, we see view current specials. Here's our blog. Here's our office location 1, 2. A little bit below that, we have our American Society of Plastic Surgeons. We have a Real Self Top Doctor, the American Society of Aesthetic Plastic Surgery. All these are credentials and trust symbols that adds validity to this page. Here's one that really we thought was, we get this a lot in this industry, but this could be a really valuable item to put on here. Need a payment plan. Apply here for instant credit. Bad credit, no credit, need credit. We have different plastic surgery payment plans to help you. All of this then becomes a very warm welcome piece, set of informations for the person who's just really inquiring about your office and about your services and products, right? So, pardon me. So essentially what you're doing is you're building trust and setting the expectation, and also levels of authority here. Obviously at the bottom, you'll have privacy policy, terms of service, contact information, and also unless otherwise stated, models are used throughout this website. Individual results may vary. Again, we want to have your disclaimers listed as well. So all of this then essentially allows you to go from sort of the zero to hero in less than a week in capturing good traffic that's coming in at the top end, by really valuing that interaction from your potential patient, customer, or client, and letting them know that there are steps to consider moving forward. And here they are: 1, 2, 3. Watch the video, get your free gift certificate, take a look at some of our information on our blog. If you are looking for an office location, here's the map, click that. You get the drift, right? It's very exciting and very simple to do this. Now, if you don't have a web designer or you need some help with this, of course, as I had mentioned earlier, this is what we do. chaoscall.com is an opportunity to, connect with us and with me or one of my experts, and happy to take you through some of this and kind of look at your unique situation. There might be an opportunity to do some things together. Either way, I really enjoy making these presentations and broadcasts. I really look forward to speaking with you as well. I'm going to come back on screen here very briefly. This is Jan, and we're just rocking and rolling over here. So I hope you have enjoyed this as much as I have, and we'll talk to you soon. All right. Take it easy. Bye-bye.